Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you can sit in the hot seat there, that's fine. That's fine, that's our place of accountability. On bar 25, violin, you have that trills and turns, ad lib, you do that when you want, as you want.
During the long note.
During the long
Got
note.
it.
Yeah, so your note can be, you know, you can do the trills around that note, you can stop and start.
Right.
It's not really. Everyone else, wait for me, you'll get a cue for 26, and it'll be in tempo. You know, hold again.
25 is a hold.
25 is a hold, you don't have a harmonic?
No.
Oh, Austin.
And 27 is
Do
one.
you have a copy of your score? Hold the copy of your score, have a pencil in your hand, give me some markings, okay?
Okay.
You got a pencil?
I
Go on.
should.
So 25 and 27 are harmonics.
Do y'all have forms of 40 and 42?
And Rick might have a pencil.
40,
I have one in 38 also.
oh,
And,
right,
38.
38,
So, Austin?
40, 42.
If one person has a fermata, everyone has a fermata, no matter what.
65, 66.
Right? You see where we're talking about in your score? You gave fermatas to the strings, but you left them off for the winds.
Is 38 the last measure in the 6/8 or?
38 is the first measure in the teaching.
In the 3/4, yes, it's a 3/4 about 38. So Austin, remember what I talked about with proofreading? Where should you do your proofreading?
Everywhere.
Yeah, but where do you focus on?
Like the details and the.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you, in the parts, you proofread your parts, and then you'll know what's wrong with your score, right? Because whatever was in the score ends up there. So proofread your parts. So you have these missing fermatas. Are people missing the time signature change? 38, we go to 3/4. In 33, we go to 6/8. Okay.
And, so can you name the fermata measure?
Yes, fermatas are in 25, 27, 38, 42.
Or just skip,
Yeah,
29, am I right?
yeah, there's
And 29, yeah, see, when I don't have them, I skip them.
So, 42 as well.
yeah,
And 42.
yeah.
Yeah, 40, yeah.
So there's 3
And-
fermatas.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, I forgot 40. Yep. So, for example, even if there's rests,
And then,
there has to be a fermata over those rests.
63.
Okay.
Okay.
hey,
Yeah.
then we'll probably get to it.
What?
So you guys all have, you have them more clearly enough. You need to dispense us. So,
Are they on the down beat?
Give me 1 second.
The end of it, we have like long notes.
yeah, it's, but soon you have a third beat. Everyone should know this too. So, Austin, when everyone has a held note with a fermata, but somebody else moves, you have to indicate that in their part somehow, so they know that there's a third beat that's being played. Okay? So, yeah, we'll go over that stuff. So you all have those now, 63, 65, 67, and then the last one. Okay?
Comments, like at the end of 25, and are those phrase markings or are those breaths or what?
Those are lifts. Yeah, I'm going to say again. You have these breath marks in your wind players in bar 24, right?
Yes.
But you don't have them in your strings. Come up close to me. I don't want to yell back to you. You should come up
sorry.
to the front.
I will clean up later.
Okay. So, yeah, just sit in the front row so I can talk to you when you do it. Okay. So you want everyone to have a breath mark?
Okay, even if they don't need?
So you want some people holding through it and other people taking a breath before?
Yeah.
Because the conductor's going to give a lift. It's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 1. And they're going to breathe when I do that, as if they're going to play through.
Yeah.
Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That is correct. All right. Please. fermata on the downbeat, and it's taken me a while to get down to, oh, I have to still beat a second beat, and they don't know that. So if I beat a second beat, they're going to think I'm moving on. So everyone's rhythm, when things like that, they have to match.
Okay, sorry.
So I will remember to do that. It sounds very nice. He has some very divergent dynamics written between the different parts. Please stick with your dynamics. When you hear the person next to you go forte, I wasn't sure I was going to like that when we saw it in the class, but I do. It's sounding good. So please play those dynamics. What else? The 6/8. Going into the 6/8, the triplet equals the violin has triplets leading into it, and we stick right with it. Okay? Right? Okay. So, this sounds very nice.
This is a big beat.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, let's keep going on. I think you, there are a couple spots in here where taking the flute up an octave may give you more of the intensity that you want, but it's kind of at that in-between place. So, and it's sounding very good. So let's just take it from bar, I'll take it from bar 25, and I'm going to remember to get you in on the second beat. So there will be a second beat in these hold bars for the cello. And I would say you should wait for that to start doing it. Okay? We're right on 25.
For measure 55, I noticed you guys did a tempo change. I don't think I marked.
Right, it's not a tempo change, right?
Yeah, it's not.
It's the same thing, well, or is it,
55.
so, in that spot, quarter note equals dotted quarter?
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so you need to mark that, right? Because otherwise,
Wait, hold on.
it's always going to be confusing. Every time there's a straight time to a 6/8, you have to mark exactly what you want, tempo-wise, so.
No, on 38, I marked quarter note equals 50. There's no
Right.
change.
But quarter note equals 50 is the same as quarter note equals dotted quarter.
Oh.
See what I mean? It's exactly the same, which is a better way to mark it, because you were at 50 and you went to 75, so that's exactly the same thing. So that's what you want here, isn't it?
No, I went from 50 to 75 to 50, and it stays at 50 at,
Okay, so what stays at 50 though? A dotted quarter?
the quarter note is 50 at 38, and it continues to be at 50.
You mean 54, 55?
55, yeah. Wow, that's a very slow pencil.
So, at 55 is like,
5, 6.
Eight
Well,
note
yeah.
equals eight.
yeah, 8 equals 8, yeah, small b equals small.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, 8 note equals 8. All right, a couple of things.
Nothing happened.
What I'm hearing on this is the orchestration, everyone's playing almost all the time, and it's very thick. So what I would love to hear are some color changes in there. I would love to hear a solo instrument with nobody else playing, or a duet at some point, and get everyone out of the way. The other thing is, you hear how they're playing more intensely and louder most of the way through. I mean, they like, sorry guys, but the dynamics go out the window at a certain point during that, and it's very hard to maintain because the texture is so thick and it feels like that's where they ought to go with it. So you may want to thin some textures. The other thing I would say is, as we go farther into this, towards that final 6/8, it would be much more effective, I think, if it had celerando to that point and then came back to that, so that we have feeling like there's movement going through it. Otherwise, it gets very heavy. And that's why those spots on the flute where I feel like we could be up and octaves to be heard, to have to cut through it, because she's working pretty hard when she has what's truly the melody. She's a little low on her register, and you're making her work hard. I think a better option is cut out some of the other instruments when you really want to hear those ones. Okay? Does that make sense? Let's play the whole thing through and see if we...
One question,
Yeah.
at 63, where we have the pauses, should flute and clarinet also trill ad lib, or is it?
Oh, that's a very good question. Did you hear that question?
Yeah,
Do you want them to trill through, or do you want them to take breaths and do it ad lib?
they have market ad lib, so I think they should just trill through.
Okay. I'll let Esther.
And I think I will make those a little bit shorter. I'm going to have your entrances be right in time.
Okay, so
2, 3, 1, 2, and then down. Okay, so that can be a little more ecstatic feeling on those ad lib things, I think. go for it. But folks who are marked softer dynamic, get out of the way a little bit. There are times when you have people marked quite loud when they're just supporting material.
Okay.
So you're gonna hear that in the recording, and that's, we'll figure that out when we listen, all right? Okay. Let me see how I'm doing. Okay, let's play this through, and then we'll move on. Very, very soft.